Welcome everyone to day 3 of week 10. And we're jumping right into the action. Got a bit of a basement dweller game here. The Cyclones and the Sparrows doing battle here. Ground out to Timberwoods for out number 1. And another one to Timberwoods for round number 2. And we've got Tony Ariano. On the mound. 2-2 the count. And he strikes out Cameron Yukon to end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for him, and we'll go bottom first. We'll see windswept Enriquez. Oh, and 2 to Tyrese Rose. And he gets rung up there. Quick 2 away for Enriquez. Excellent point. Both these teams lost to the Moonshots. So it truly is just a battle of losers. Except one of these losers beat the Bombers. Adelina Strickland up to the plate. Three and 1 the count. Takes ball 2. Or strike 2, sorry. And we have the first base hit of the game. That one trickles into left field. And a runner aboard for the Sparrows. And that one will be placed into right and off the glove of O'Brien, who slid in right field. And it ends up putting runners on second and third. And good old Lynn Larsonian will come to the plate. Rounder 2, Kelly. He'll take it himself for round number 2, but a run will score and the Sparrows strike first. And that is popped up. Yoshida will make the catch for out number 3. And it'll be 1-0 going into the bottom of the second. Woods, Yoshida, and Mannequin do up. I was wondering if anyone was going to notice that the crowd was sparse. That one's hit into right. It'll be caught by Strickland for out number 1. throw a bit of orange into their color scheme, and they really would be the Marlins. And they became Miami Marlins. They've only had like 3 rebrands in the past 10 years. Oh, Hendricks makes a nice play there. Top of the third we go. Dixon, Hendricks, and California. Into right, O'Brien. No need to slide there. Tony Ariano. Pretty solid numbers, 13 2/3. Only 2 earned runs, a 1.32 ERA, a 1.24 whip. 10 strikeouts, 7 walks though. And those earned runs both came off of home runs. Rose. No error at third yet. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, still 1-0. And it's 7, 8, and 9 due up in the order. Yeah, I honestly thought about trying to grab Ariano just as a nice rotation piece, especially after I traded Narcisio, but he's a season 5, so he's pretty much done after this season. He doesn't have a whole lot of stats to like survive 1 season of aging, really. So I just left it alone. Cyclones now have runners in the corners, nobody out. And it's Chungus Among Us, who I believe is, and will still be looking for that first hit of the season. Or Chungus. Billy will take a walk, and that will load the bases for Rose. Only 1 down here. 1-0 game early here in the bottom of the 3rd. Swing and a miss. Down goes Rose, 2 away. I'm going to try and get the stat book updated maybe this weekend or something to get some more up-to-date stats. And the Cyclones leave the bases loaded. Bases loaded, 1 out, and they can't score anything. Top of the 4th now. And we'll finish up the Miners regular season next week, or this weekend actually. And we'll start the playoffs. Need to talk to the commissioner on how that will work schedule-wise. I doubt we'll only have, because we'll have those play-in games for the 7 and 8 seeds. And I bet we'll also have the first round series go live on Sunday like we have, but I'll confirm with the commish for next week. That's hit well, but it's going to hook foul. A 1-2 count here to Brett Keith. And he slaps that one up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Brings up Adelina Strickland. One on, one out here in the top of the fourth. Just a one-run ball game. And Ariano gets the strikeout there. Strikeout number 3 for him so far today. Bring up Spritz Seltzer. Ariano up to locked in now. 3 hits given up through 3 2/3. An earned run and those 30 strikeouts I mentioned before. Count doing all right here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. But a 3-1 count here to Spritz Seltzer. And Seltzer gets him out of it, popping up into right center field. Among Us is there, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. Bottom of the fourth we go, 4, 5, and 6. Enriquez ran into a bit of a trouble in that 3rd inning, but got out of it. She's locked in. That pesky K-Dud still lingering. And she swings, and he swings through that one. That's a strikeout. Timber Woods goes down. Yoshida comes up. 6 strikeouts for the K-Dud. Quite remarkable. Slow roller up the middle. Vegas in time for round number 2. And here comes Kevin Manikin. Another slow roller. Hendricks in time for a 1-2-3 inning. Top 5 we go. Larsonian, Vegas, and Dixon due up. Grounder to Kelly, and he'll take it himself for round number 1. Another strikeout there for Ariano and brings up Madeline Dixon. 4 Ks now for Tony. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th, bottom of the order, 2 up for the Cyclones. Still just a 1-0 game. One and 2, the count to O'Brien. And swing and a miss. O'Brien goes down. Enriquez striking out 7 so far. I can pull up the right thing. And, oh no, there goes Among Us. No, Among Us. Oh, you don't even get him a second at-bat? Really? Come on. That's like the one thing we're looking forward to, is Among Us finally getting that first base hit. Anyway, Enriquez, you know, overall not a bad pitcher from what you would expect. But just the K-Dud just kind of hanging over her head, though. 4 earned through 13 innings, a 2.77 ERA. 13 strikeouts and just 4 walks. Not including the ones here tonight, a 1.07 whip for her. And 9 strikeouts per 9. So Enriquez, not too shabby, actually. And Hugh George comes in, and Jabron Lames moves over. Two and one to California. And Fornia, nice stop there by Timber Woods, but Fornia will be aboard.
The third baseman, number 10. Outside.
1-2 the count to Cameron Kahn. He's over 2 intense today. Swing and a miss. Down goes Kahn. 2 away. Here comes Brett Keith. Ariano's locked in still. 5 strikeouts. That one's ripped up the middle. And the Sparrows have 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the 6th. Strickland coming to the plate. Chance to add to this lead. Scored to start things off in the first inning. We haven't seen much of anything since. That one gets away from Mannequin, but everyone stays put. Mannequin, a pretty solid defensive catcher, but the batting leaves a bit to be desired. Swing and a miss! And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. The top of the order to up for the Cyclones. Enriquez just keeping the Cyclones to 2 hits and a walk so far offensively. Had the bases loaded and only 1 out, I think in the 3rd inning, but couldn't quite capitalize. We remain here at 1-0. And Kelly starts off the inning by swinging into the next batter's box. 1 away. 9 Ks for Enriquez. I guess the only thing we have left to look forward to with Among Us being pulled is what kind of blunder Tyrese Rose is going to pull. That one's hit well into the gap. That's going to get down. Hop to the wall. Rose will have himself a 1-out double. And he'll be in scoring position. And here comes Vern Knight Jr. There goes Vern Knight Jr. A long forgotten name, Jerome Diligence. And Diligence through the hole. Runner is going to stay put at 3rd. And the Cyclones in business once again. Runners at the corners, only 1 out. Enriquez stays locked in, though, facing off against an 0-for-2 Timber Woods. He's going to bunt it. It's foul. Doesn't show bunt the second time. And swings through that one, fouls it off 1-2. Big payoff pitch. Swing and a miss! 2 down, and it's up to Yoshida. And Enriquez won't get the chance to finish off the 6th. Ball gets passed over to Jericho McKinney. First pitch, it's a bit of a bomber special into left, and it's going to fall. No one gets to it. It's a tie game at 1 apiece. A Bloop Bomber special from Yoshida, and we're tied up at 1. And that will do it for the bottom half of the 6th, but a brand new ball game as we go into the back third, 1-1, both teams with 5 hits. Ariano stays at the game to start off the top of the 7th. He's still locked in as well. Half a dozen strikeouts for him. Right down the third base line, Rose with the backhand to first in time for round number 1. Here comes Lynn Larsonian. Fouled off. 2-2 the count. And right to Rose for round number 2. Oh no. Man, that's a rough pull. Well, in comes Norioru. And he'll get the last out of the 7th. We'll go bottom half. O'Brien, Lames, and George due up. Both these teams looking for win number 3. Right to Keith, round number 1. Popped up foul territory. And Dixon will make the catch, round number 2. And to chop it to second, that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. And we'll head to the top of the 8th, still tied up at 1 apiece. 9-1-2. Do it for the Sakai clones. All right. And that's going to get down. A bomber special for the Sparrows this time. No, it was not English. That sends us to the top of the order. August Hendricks. Two and two the count. 2-0 for 3. Hendricks, count is full. And ball 4. The Sparrows have 2 aboard and nobody out. Here is California. The pressure is full here in the top of the 8th in a 1-1 ball game. Back-to-back walks, loads the bases for the Sparrows. Cameron Kahn will come to the plate, nobody out. And Cameron Kahn will sit back down, Spots Island comes in. One and one. 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Oh! Almost hit him. Full count, nowhere to put him. Strike 3 called. 1 down, Brett Keith to the plate. RBI man active. A big spot here for the Sparrows. Keith ahead 2-0. That one is up the middle. That will score at least one. Another run, rounding third, headed home. And it's going to be a 2-run RBI single for Brett Keith, and the Sparrows take a 3-1 lead. That one's to Woods, and Woods will turn the Dragon special to send us to the bottom of the 8th, but Brett Keith does his job nicely and gives a 2-run lead to the Sparrows.
The first baseman, number 14.
Slow grounder to Vegas. He gets it to Keith in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 3.
And Rose again with another hard hit ball. He puts this one down into center field. Rose goes for 2 for 3 on the day.
The designated hitter, number 10.
Rome Diligence, a name from yesteryear in the Ssbl. Grounds this one to short, could be 2. Vegas to Hendricks. Hendricks to Keith for the Dragon special. And we'll go to the top of the 9th. Seltzer, Larsonian, and Vegas due up.
The left fielder, number 2.
And that one is hit, and that's going to get down into center field.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 20. Now pitching.
And that will do it for Aru. In comes Alfonso Sims. All right, Rose to Yoshida, and Yoshida to Kelly. In time for a Dragon special. And Spud puts one to Yoshida, who makes a nice grab there.
Villegas.
Number 7.
Don't know if you heard that. I never think I've pronounced his name right.
Villegas.
Chance.
Villegas.
Vegas.
Villegas.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 35.
One already out here in the bottom of the 9th. And Yoshida pops it up into left. Seltzer makes the catch, round number 2, and the last chance for the Cyclones is Kevin Mannequin. And right to Spots Island for out number 3, and the Sparrows take this one 3-1. 3 runs off of 8 hits. Brett Keith 3 for 4, the game-winning RBIs coming off his bat. Cameron Khan a sombrero. 6 hits from the Cyclones. Only Rose with the multi-hit night. Win goes to McKinney. 3 1/3, only 2 hits. Loss goes to Aru. What else is anew? Ariano, another solid outing. 6 2/3, only 1 earned run. 6 strikeouts for him. They'll get second place on the MVP list. Windswept Enriquez grabs first billing with those 10 strikeouts, and Brett Keith gets third. Don't go anywhere. Mythic taking on the Stingers will be coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. game number 2. Stingers and the Mythic. Stingers looking to pad their already large lead. Oh shoot, I forgot to change the crowd. Dang it. We'll live with it. You know, it's close to Christmas time. People are traveling. Use that as an excuse. We got Pot of Gold on the mound against Hunky Funk, so some strong pitching in this one. Pot of Gold was a part of that no-hit bid against the Unicorns back in that first turn of the rotation. Shouldn't have. Patience. Mythic. Oh, shoot. Terry. No, I have Terry. I'm sorry. I just misspoke. Words, you know. Let's see, as that's a strikeout. Noah Terry. Ooh. 14 innings of work, 1 earned run, a .64 ERA, 16 strikeouts to 1 walk, a .85 whip. So Pot of Gold, on the other hand, I don't think I ever said his stats. 14 2/3. 1 earned run for him, 20 strikeouts, 7 walks, .61 ERA, and a .81 whip. So we are dealing with some strong pitchers here. And I think we're going to see a lot of those zeros up on the scoreboard in this one. Gold strikes out Von Crum. 1 away. Gold already locked in. Struck out every batter but one. (3-0) to McBinney, though. And that's going to get down our first hit of the game. Kylie McBinney puts one into left field. One and two the count to Saul Buckley. He fouls this one off. And strike 3 call. He sits down. Bottom 2 we go. Highgrass, Brotani, and Garcia due up. And that one's hit well. That's going to get into the gap. Going to ricochet off the wall of the Grand Canyon. And Highgrass will have himself a leadoff double. So a chance for the Stingers here. 1 and 2 the count to Brotani. Swing and a miss.
The catcher, number 3.
Garcia comes up to the plate. Terry with K-Man. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts after giving up the leadoff double. It's up to Ssbl not to leave him stranded. Terry threw 1 2/3, also striking out everyone but one so far. Well, I guess technically 2 with the man standing in second base. Slow roller. Tot flips it to Terry in time for out number 3, and the leadoff double comes to naught. We'll go to the top of the third. Lucy and Miles, Smash Tot, and Celine Colombo are 2 up. Popped up. Garcia under it. She makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 6.
And Smash Tot into center field, but Bacon closes in on that for out number 2.
Number 11.
That will bring up Colombo. Swing and a miss, down she goes. And bottom of the third we go. Dallas, Texas, Crispy Bacon, and Elman Reich will be due up.
The shortstop, number 12.
That's a strikeout of Texas to start at the bottom of the third. Crispy Bacon to the plate. Swings through that one, 0 and 2. Ground to the third, Merritt's there in time at first. Round number 2.
The left fielder, number 41.
Oh, Terry with a nice snag there. And that will do it for the third inning. Another 0 up on the board. To the top of the fourth, the Rosas will lead us off with Baird and Crum behind him.
Number 18.
And Rosas goes down, 1 away.
The third baseman, number 8.
7 Ks already for Pot of Gold. We're only 3 and will be 2/3 if Ellen Reich makes this catch, and she does.
The designated hitter, number 89.
Halfway to the record set this year. 14 strikeouts by Austin Floston. Bottom 4, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Stingers.
Number 36.
floater into right field, caught by Moss.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 2.
And that gets down into left. That's going to roll into the corner. And that's going to be a 1-out double.
Now batting,
So the Stingers with a chance once again.
19.
Just the second hit of the game for the Stingers today. Both of them have been doubles. And this man hit the other high grass. He was stranded last time. Chops this one to first. Smash Tot will take it herself for out number 2. Runner advances 90 feet. Solhei Brotani now to the plate. Noah Terry's locked in. 5 strikeouts through 3 2/3. Just those 2 hits given up. Oh, a nice diving stop there by Merritt. And the throw is in time! Jesse Merritt with a fantastic play. Knocking the ball down, keeping it in the infield, and throwing out the slow Brotani to keep it a scoreless game. Absolutely fantastic plays there. Top of the 5th. Now, Pot of Gold is on fire. Through 4 innings. That may be the quickest on fire anyone has ever got and will ever get. And there's strikeout number 8. Oh, and 2 to McBinney, the lone hit of the night for the Mythic. Swing and a miss.
The second baseman, number 5.
And make it double digits through 5 innings for Pot of Gold. Bottom of the 5th, Garcia, Zarbi, and Dallas, Texas. The story isn't much different for the Stingers offensively than for the Mythic offense. Half again as many strikeouts, but Terry with a fairly easy night so far as well. Just giving up 2 hits to Gold's 1. I get strikeout number 5 there, or number 6 there. Up the middle, Rosas in time. And that one's going to be into the gap, and guess what? It's going to be another double for the Stingers. 3 hits tonight, all of them doubles. Is the 3rd time the charm here. Can the Stingers finally plate a run? 2 down, the only difference this time, and Crispy Bacon to the plate. And behind 0-2. Came in, activates for Terry. The payoff pitch. Rounded to first, Smash Tot flips it to Terry, who looks it in and steps on the bag for out number 3. And another double squandered will go to the top of the stick, still scoreless. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Mythic. Right back to the mound, Gold to high grass for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 6.
0-2 to Smash Tot. Oh, nice slider, but just misses. As does that one. Fouled off. 2-2 the count. Oh, Smash Tot into left field. Smash Tot has broken the scoreless tie. most unlikely of players to break the scoreless tie. The injury replace. No, that's not right. Smash Tot, the number 9 hitter. And the Mythic take a surprising 1-0 lead here halfway through. Gold bounces back with strikeout number 11. 2 down now here in the top of the 6th. And Rosa strikes out swinging 12 Ks now for Gold. But the most important number is now 1-0 in favor of the Mythic as we go to the bottom of the 6th now. Let's see how Terry pitches with the lead now. And starts things off with a strikeout. Heidi Bear comes up. Full count to Bear. Came in, activates for Terry. And she puts one up the middle. The first non-extra base hit for the Stingers tonight. Brings up the big bat of Matthew Kennedy. Into right, that will be caught by Moss for out number 2. Oh, and 2 to Dank Highgrass. Terry looking for strikeout number 8. But Dank making him work for it here. 2-2. Full count. And popped up. This one just into right field. And it'll be Moss making the catch for round number 3. Top of the 7th now. Merritt, Von Crum, and Moss will be due up. Pot of Gold just needs 2 more strikeouts to tie that record. Still locked in. Pitch count at 88. But this one grounded to Texas. Throw is in time for round number 1. And here is good old do something Von Crum. Fouls off the first pitch. And the second, 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 13 for Gold. And there it is on pitch 100. Pot of Gold has tied the record at 14 punch-outs. But his team still trails 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Stingers. Hit well, but right to Celine Colombo in center field. 2 down now. Ssbl to the plate. Three and 1. And that's a walk, so the inning will go on. Pitch count there is up into the 90s for Terry. Can he close off the 7th? Dangerous man in Dallas, Texas at the plate. 1 and 1 the count. That misses. 2 and 1. Pressure mounting here. And a 1-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. K-Man will activate for Terry. Fouled off. Here's pitch number 100. And that will get out of play. Texas making him earn it, trying to stay alive here. A slow roller to third. Jesse Merritt charges the throw in time for out number 3, and will go to the top of the 8th. Still 1-0 for the Mythic. 6, 7, and 8th. Will Pot of Gold get a chance to break the strikeout record? And no, he won't. Liam Boss will come in. So 2 now tied at 14. Liam Boss, just 5 innings on the worksheet, but 4 earned, 7.2 ERA. Oh my, that one into left, back it goes, and that one is gone. Mythic double up their lead now 2-0. There's an upset brewing here in Red Rock. It's a too bad the rest of the Stingers division is just catatonic. Otherwise, that Nova's division could be wide open. Hopped up. This will be caught by Highgrass for out number 2. And that's going to be out number 3. Bottom of the 8th we go. Now a 2-0 lead for the Mythic. 9-1-2 due up for the Stingers. And Terry will start the bottom of the 8th. We saw what happened to Joy Holiday last night. Let's hope the same doesn't befall Noah Terry. A diving stop by Buckley, who just hit the home run in time to top for out number 1. And that will do it for Terry. Just getting till on fire at that last play, but Matthew Eric will come in and one pitch pops it up into right, and Moss will make the catch for round number 2. Keep on opening the wrong box of chrome. There we go. Eric, just 4 innings on our books for right now, but 2 earned, 4.5 on the ERA, and 3/4 on the whip. Heidi Bear draws a walk, so tying run comes to the plate here, and Matthew Kennedy. And that one's hit well into left. Doesn't have enough. It's off the top of the wall. Missed the game tying home run by a couple of feet. But the Stingers now with 2 in scoring position and 2 outs. Dank Highgrass comes up. 1-1 to Highgrass. Broken bat fouling it off 2-2. Fouled back, will do it again. Highgrass into left. That ball is gone, and the Stingers take a 3-2 lead. 397 feet, and the Stingers take their first lead of the game off the bat of Dank High Grass.
The designated hitter, number 24.
Tough dive for Biddles, and the throw not in time, and the inning will go on.
The catcher, number 3.
Much easier play here for Rosas. Gets the third out, but now the Mythic are down to their final 3 outs. Trailing by just 1 in the top of the order, but a combined 0 for 9 tonight.
Number 11.
Facing off against Boss here. Slow roller to Bear. In time, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 18.
This one into left. Monica making the catch there. And last chance for the Mythic tonight. Jesse Merritt 0 for 3 intense. Grounded to Bear, and that will do it. The Stingers clinch victory from the jaws of defeat with the late comeback 3-2 over the Mythic. 7 hits tonight from the Stingers, 2 of them from High Grass. The game-winning home run as well. Just 3 hits from the Mythic, 2 of them being home runs, Buckley and Tot. 14 strikeouts offensively for the Mythic. Eric gets the loss, 3 earned through 2/3. Win goes to Boss, 1 earned through 2. Pot of gold tying the strikeout record, 14 strikeouts through 7. Terry getting a no decision with 7 strikeouts through 7 1/3. MVPs, Gold, High Grass, and Terry seems about right. The only 3 that really showed up. Final game of the night, the Express and the Retrievers facing off in a big game 3. Coming up right after this, you're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. And here we are, final game of the night. The Express and the Retrievers. A big game for both teams. The Retrievers coming to the season 6-3. Express 5-4. Both of the teams in a battle for the division. Ooh, just got the throw in time. Noodle Strong Arm playing first for the injured Hot Yogurt. As Zimmy Porpetta comes back to take his natural position at shortstop. Anyway, Retrievers and Overdrafts tied at 6-3. We'll see the Overdrafts tomorrow as they face off against the Knights. And the Express entered the week in a three-way tie with the Lumberjacks and the Vikings at 5-4. Both of those teams have lost this week, so the Express with a win could manage to put themselves on top of the Legends division. Have their work cut out for them as they face Zelda Narwhal. Strong pitcher for the Retrievers, a 1.32 ERA, and she strikes out Pena to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Harold McHenry, Sammy Ferrari, and Maggie Slowitz do up. Let's see, Raspy Flubel on the season, no slouch himself. 2 earned through 12 2/3, a 1.42 ERA, 12 strikeouts to 4 walks, a 1.02 whip. And he strikes him out to start off the game. 3-0 to Sammy Ferrari, and Ferrari will take a 4-pitch walk. Two and two to Slowitz. And this one will be caught by Laura for round number 2. And here's your current front runner for heroic MVP Barry Buns, but he grounds out to Stevenson. To end the inning, we'll go to the top of the second. It's tough because if my memory serves me correct, the Lumberjacks, Express, and Vikings are all 1-1 against each other. The Express beat the Lumberjacks, lost to the Vikings, and then the Lumberjacks beat the Vikings. So it would have to go to run differential in those games, which I also think is really tight because I think the Express won by 1, lost by 1, and I think the same thing happened to the Vikings, which almost means that would be the same for the Lumberjacks. So it would be a mess. So short answer is I don't know. Narwhal making quick work of the top of the second and strikes out Stevenson for round number 3. Bottom half we go. Nunez, Blanco Jr., and Dickerson do it for the Retrievers. Two and two, the count to Ramen Nunez. Ball 3. Slow roller to Stevenson. He's up with it. Throw is in time for round number 1. And that one through the hole. First hit of the game.
Now by the second baseman, number 40.
And runner will eventually get caught stealing, as strong arm will apply the tag for round number 2. Dickerson chops one just in front of home plate, south to first in time. Round number 3, and we're scoreless through 2. Top third, Laura, Porpetta, and Vargas.
The second baseman, number 29.
Up the middle, Ferrari ranges over.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 3.
Yeah, so everything is tied. The records, the run differential, and I don't know what the tiebreak is beyond that. So I'm trying to think, because this exact same thing happened last year to end the season in the heroic evolution, and I truly don't remember what level we had to go down for the tiebreak there. Right up the middle, Ferrari for 1, not in time for the Dragon special, but 2 down. Top fielder Noodle strong arm. Nawal locked in through almost 3-4 strikeouts for her, and just 1 hit allowed. And the runner will be thrown out trying to steal. Bottom third we go, Trace McSorley, Honey Bear, and Harold McHenry all due up. Roger Stevenson in time. Porpetta in time, and that's 3 up, 3 down, top of the 4th. Another pitching duel here.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 21.
This one is going to get down. So leadoff single for the Express.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 20.
Oh no! That one's thrown away by Bear, and the runner is in scoring position now. And that one's through. Runner's going to head for third. Thought about rounding to home, but strong throw in by Henry in center. Puts runners at the corners for the Express. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th. A chance here to strike first. So it looks like the next tiebreak is division winning percentage. So games against the Knights would come in big. And I know the Express lost to the Knights earlier in the season. And that one is crushed into right center. That one is going to be gone. The Express take a 3-0 lead off the 3-run shot by Lindsay Pena.
Now batting, the catcher, number 2.
That one's right back to Narwhal, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 44.
So then it would just be between the Knights, or between the Vikings and the Lumberjacks. And then the Lumberjacks won that head-to-head. So if the Express lose this, my gut says the Lumberjacks would have a foot forward in the division by literally the slimmest of margins. But the Express are having a 3-0 lead here early, so we might not even need to know that. Dickerson makes the catch there for out number 3, but a 3-run shot for the Express gives them the lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Ferrari, Slowitz, and Barry Buns do up.
Number 55.
And that's a strikeout to start things off. Maggie Slowitz, 0 for 1 so far. Has to be Flubel to locked in. 3 and a third, 2 strikeouts, a hit and a walk given up. One and 2 the count. Just misses. 2 and 2. And the count runs full. And Slowitz will draw the walk, so patience shown off by Slowitz. Up comes Barry Buns. Retrievers can use a bit of that front runner MVP-ness from Buns right now. Leading the way in the heroic as Slowitz goes for second, and she'll be safe. So she's in scoring position now. Tough out for Buns. Swing and a miss! A big strikeout there, 2 away. And here comes Ramen Nunez. Two and 2 to Nunez. Right back to the mound. Flubel in time for round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 5th, still 3-0. Gloria Laura, Zimmy Porpetta, and Knox Vargas do up for the Express here.
Number 29.
And that one into right, just hooks foul. This one grounded to McHenry. He'll take it himself for round number 1.
The shortstop, number 3.
3 and 1 to Porpetta. Fouls that one off. Full count. Swing and a miss. Narwhal gets him swinging, 2 away. And here comes Knox Vargas. Two and 2. Inside, full count. Slow roller, McSorley ranges over. Throw in time for round number 3, a 1-2-3 inning. For Zelda, will go bottom of the 5th. Blanco Jr. Dickerson and Trace McSorley all due up.
Number 38.
Swings at the first pitch, a grounder to Laura. Flips it to Noodle Strong arm.
Second baseman, number 40.
2 down now for Trace McSorley. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Flubel. Will go to the top of the 6. Still 3-0. It's the top of the order for the Express.
First baseman, number 21.
0-2 the count. And strikeout number 6 now for Zelda Narwhal.
Number 20.
5 1/3 for her so far. 4 hits, 3 earned runs. Two and two. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Mojo back up for Zelda. She's up to locked in now with 2 away here in the top of the 6. And here is Lindsay Pena, hit the 3-run bomb. This one grounded to Ferrari. In time for out number 3. Bottom of the 6 we go. Honey Bear, Harold McHenry, and Sammy Ferrari due up.
Now batting, the catcher, number 37.
And Bear goes down.
Now back, the first baseman, number 10.
And back-to-back strikeouts for Flubel. 2 down here, Sammy Ferrari. Flubel's up to 5 Ks. And that one's down into center field. So a 1-out single for Ferrari. Now bring up Maggie Slowitz. Just the 2nd hit of the game for the Retrievers so far tonight. And another time they'll be caught stealing. They've gotten caught in a rundown twice tonight. And that will send us to the top of the 7th. RC South DDC and Al Stevenson will be due up.
The catcher, number 2.
Activated for RC South on a 2-2 count. Pops it up, trending foul. And it will be McHenry making the catch round number 1.
The center fielder, number 44.
DDC 0 for 2 today. Falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 gone now. Stevenson comes up to the plate. 8 strikeouts for Narwhal. And this one's grounded to Dickerson. I'll be in time for out number 3, and bottom 7 we go. Slowitz, Buns, and Nunez due up for the Retrievers. Very meaty part of this lineup.
Fielder, number 14.
2-1 the count to Slowitz. Swings through that one, 2-2. Full count. Slowitz has already walked once today. Fouls off that pitch. Rounds this one to short. Porpetta is there. The throw is just in time. Beat her by about a step and a half for out number 1. And here is Barry Buns. Quiet day so far for him. 0 for 2. Puts this one into left. And a sliding catch by Edgar Cameron for out number 2. A fantastic play to take one away from Buns. Cameron in left has made some significant plays defensively for this team this year. Most notably, I can think of at least 2 times he's thrown out a runner trying to go home. And we'll head to the top of the 8th, still 3-0. Bottom of the order, Laura, Porpetta, and Vargas due up.
Second baseman, number 29.
Laura pops up off the first pitch she sees. And Norwell makes the catch, round number 1.
The shortstop, number 3. Now pitching, number 30.
And that will be it for Narwhal. In comes Jorge Watsky. Watsky gives up a base hit to the first batter he faces.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 17.
One and two, the count to Vargas. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Watsky, 2 away. And back to the top of the order, Noodle strong arm. That one's foul. This one right to Ferrari for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. 6, 7, 8 due up in the order. Retrievers running a bit thin on time here. Just 6 outs to work with. Flubel up to on fire. The 3rd pitcher we've seen tonight reach that. And a strikeout, which is thrown down to first for good measure.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 40.
To the mound, Flubel scoops it, throws to first in time for out number 2. And here's Trace McSorley, 0 for 2. 0-2 the count to McSorley, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Flubel looking for strikeout number 7. 2-2 the count. Full count now. McSorley fouls it off. In the dirt, and McSorley will reach. So a runner aboard now, and Honey Bear to the plate. And, oh no, French Tater will come in. Retrievers with the power off the bench. Flubel will face him. Oh, and 3rd time, they're gonna get caught trying to steal second. The Retrievers have literally run themselves out of this game. The 3rd time they've done that tonight. And will go to the top of the 9th, still 3-0.
The left fielder, number 20. Now in the game.
And French Tater doesn't even get to see a pitch. And Marco Lee will come in at catcher. Two-two count here to Edgar Cameron. Full count, composed on Watsky. Which effectively looks like it doubles his accuracy pretty much. Cameron fouling off some pitches here. And Patience draws the walk, so leadoff runner is aboard.
Designated hitter, number 22.
And here is Lindsay Pena, her 3-run shot. The only run so far in this one. And she's ahead in the count 2-0. 3-0. Watsky trouble with his command. Composed once again. And that's back-to-back walks. The Express have 2 aboard and nobody out. RC South to the plate. Opportunity knocking again for the Express here, trying to pad this 3-0 lead here in the top of the 9th. Swings through that one, 1-1. Watsky cannot find the zone here this inning. 3-1 to South. That's fouled off for a full count. Compose versus Tough out here. And that one's hit into right. Station to station will go the Express. The bases are loaded and nobody's out here in the top of the 9th. And it's DDC to the plate. Watsky stays in the game. Oh, almost hits C on the first pitch, 1-0. Just clips the zone there, 1-1. And fouled back, infield playing in here for the Retrievers. That one's off the glove, and it's going to roll out of play. A run will score for the Express. It's 4-0. C strikes out swinging for out number 1. And brings up Al Stevenson. So 2 runners in scoring position now, 1 away. Stevenson 0 for 3 and tenths. 2-1 the count. 3-1. Watsky's had to have composed for just about every batter this inning. And that's ball 4. The bases are loaded again. They've got to pull Watsky here. And they're not. Up to the plate comes Laura. She's 0 for 3. And the bottom of this order put this game away for the Express. This one is hit into left center. Back it goes. Laura has hit a grand slam! 8-0 Express. 426 feet in the left center field. The young guns are taking it to the defending champs. An 8-0 lead. Jorge Watsky absolutely shelled. And the inning continues as Porpetta singles into center field. One and 2 to Knox Vargas. Came in with power versus righties. Grogu comes into the game, replacing Watsky after giving up that grand slam. Gets the out there. Top of the order once again, strong noodle arm. Two and 2 the count. Swing and a miss. Down goes noodle arm. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Retrievers need a miracle. Down 8-0. Markel Lee, McHenry both due up here. 9-1 and 2. Flubel will get pulled in favor of Michael Angelo to try and get the last 3 outs. Yeah, how big is that Knights loss now? That Knights loss for the Express looms very large. They could otherwise have a commanding lead here. One down, Harold McHenry to the plate. That one's foul, full count to McHenry. And McHenry puts one into the gap in left center. Rolls it to the wall. And hey, at least they won't have to try and steal second this time.
The shortstop, number 55.
Oh, I get what you're saying, Kawashi. Yeah. 2-1 the count to Ferrari. Ferrari grounds it to Porpetta. Porpetta goes to third. Stevenson tags out the runner. And Slowitz, the last hope for the Retrievers here. Into the stands. That one is foul. Another one foul. And Slowitz won't let the Retrievers be blanked. She ekes this one over the wall, makes it an 8-2 ball game. I'll bring up Barry Buns. Don't think he'll be getting any MVP points. And he grounds it to short. And the Express with a big upset, taking one over the Retrievers. 8-2 your final score. 5 runs in the top of the ninth. A grand slam by Laura. A 3-run home run by Pena. 7 of your 8 runs there. Multi-hit game also for Porpetta in his return. 3 for 4. Just 4 hits for the Retrievers tonight. No one getting multiple hits. Slowitz hitting that home run too little too late. Win goes to Ssbl. He was fantastic. 8 innings of work, 6 strikeouts, only allowing 5 base runners. Loss goes to Narwhal. She gets tagged for 3 and 7 1/3, but 8 strikeouts. Watsky really should get tagged for the loss. He gives up 4 through 1. And Grew appears for 2 outs. MVP is Ssbl, Pena, and Laura. An Express sweep. And that will do it for tonight. A very exciting day 3 here for week 10 of the SSBL. Thank you all for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you all next time.